Secretary, gaano katagal nila hinord yung contracts na ito and how much power were they supposed to generate by 2025 December?
There are different dates kasi ng mga contracts. And then some contracts were issued in 21, meron ding 22, meron ding 2019. Iba-iba siya eh. Actually, after siguro ng issuance ng, I can't remember exactly when they issued the franchise, din dumami ng dumami because I guess they were excited about being the pioneers of renewable energy in the Philippines. So varying ano yan, different contracts.
Tingnan mo, pioneer ka pa. Pioneer ka pa. Dala-dala mo pa yung logo na solar, nakadikit pa yung Philippines. Ibig sabihin, our very own product. Sa ating produkto to, Solar Philippines. Tapos malalaman mo, ginago lang yung gobyerno. Aray ko.
Pero matagal-tagal nilang hinawakan. Sino 5 years din.
Okay, kung 5 years, ang gamitin natin time frame is 5 years. So would it be correct to say na nasayang opportunity to generate power as part of the green energy program by the government dahil merong humawak ng mga kontrata pero hindi nag-deliver?
Definitely. Actually, sorry, just to go back to your last question. May 2017, 2018, iba-ibang dates, no? But so basically 5 years. Now, if you sit on a contract for 5 years, actually that's a violation kasi dapat may commitment ka to deliver. It's not an instant project kasi you have to get all the permits. Now, kaya medyo strict din kami now, we've strict during my time now, or recent times, strict kami magbigay ng contracts. Kasi these contracts, especially the committed ones, we already include that in the Philippine Energy Plan. That how do you call that, sets the targets for the next 5 years, 10 years, in fact, 20 years. Tuloy-tuloy yan kasi naka-include na siya. No? Hindi lang to sayang. It messed up the whole Philippine Energy Plan. Kasi marami dito talagang committed.
Kita niyo po, sinira ni Lipeste yung energy plan ng Pilipinas. Bakit po? Kasi po, sa ganyan, meron po sa kontrata nila na kung ano nga yung i-comply mong kilowatts, megawatts, basta gano'n kung anong kuryente, binigyan ka ng kota. Ito, sa kontrata mo, ito ang ibibigay mong kuryente. Then, ang DOE, nakapaloob yan ngayon sa data nila. Yung data nila, ito ang makukuha natin dito sa Solar Philippines. Ito ang makukuha natin dito sa another, halimbawa kung ibang energy naman, wind energy, ito ang makukuha natin dito. Ito ang makukuha natin sa solar. Ito ang makukuha natin sa coal. Ganyan po. Pero si Lipeste po, sinira niya ang master pinakaplano ng DOE. Dahil hindi nga siya nagko-comply, lahat ng expected plans ng DOE for the coming years, nasira po. Dahil wala siyang binigay. Sinalaula niya ang gobyerno. Yan bang may concern?
Nito, and we already incorporated that into our projections na will there be enough in 2026? Will there be enough in the next years? So kaya kami nagpupush ng mga projects para ma-meet ang increasing demand ng Philippines. But now that's out of the window. We have to redo all our calculations again.
Okay. When you say messed up the whole Philippine energy plan, di ba meron tayong tinatawag na energy mix, no? And I understand yung renewable energy, kung saan bahagi yung solar energy, ang plano yata to increase that to 35%, no?
35% by 2030.
Okay,
So every
25.
year, correct. And then so almost every year or more than once a year, we do auctions to make sure na talagang matutuloy. Kasi etong auction na to talagang pinaka-agawan to eh. It's a 20-year contract with a fixed rate. So para to ensure na come that delivery date, papasok itong power from your power plant, and that will form part of our whole grid so that the 5%, 6% increase every year ma-address ng mga bagong planta na to. Messed up, why? Because we already included this in our projection. Now, 35%, it's still doable, Crescendo. Kasi
Hindi siya mapupush back, hindi siya madedelay because of
hindi
this?
siya madedelay because we'll do catch up, and we're doing catch up already. But,
Biro mo.
di ba, yun yung commitment eh. That was a commitment, and now we have to find other ways. Pero that was a commitment way back pa, 5 years ago, or during GEA, for example. You committed to deliver at a certain date. Ngayon wala na siya. So that's hindi lang yung violation of a contract, Christian. It's practically a sabotage of the Philippine Energy Plan, affecting everyone else. I mean, the rates would have gone down by 2030 at a certain level. Ang supply natin magiging manipis sa summer 2026 because of non-delivery of these projects.
So yung pinapaliwanag ng Secretary sa mga viewers natin who might be finding this very technical, yan po yung konkretong epekto sa mga ordinaryong Pilipino, sa mga negosyo, given the fact na napakamahal ang kuryente dito sa Pilipinas. So because of this problem and how it has messed up our Philippine energy plan. Ang isa kong tanong, Secretary, no, hindi medyo naputol yung discussion natin kagabi.
Yeah.
Why in the first place was this company, Solar Philippines, given those service contracts?
I'm not sure. No, it happened during before my time, but I think he passed naman every application. They passed naman the evaluation, and we evaluate at that time kasi we evaluate applications per applications, contract to contract. So maybe the bigger picture was not foreseen. Pero at that time also, there was that super, how did you call it? A super franchise that he got, and then there was parang the wonder boy of renewable energy or solar. So there was so much potential talaga. And I was sayangan rin ako eh. I mean, there was so much potential and hype about the ability that that Solar Philippines would bring in, and the progressiveness of its owner. Nabigyan, sobrang dami, 42. That's really a big chunk of our energy needs. So I think as far as the UAE is concerned, pumasa naman siya. Should it have been flagged? I don't know, maybe. But pumapasa, kaya we just follow the rules in accordance with the mandate that we're given.
Okay, linawin lang po natin. No? Ano ba yung kumpanyang F9 ninyo? Is it Solar Philippines? Tama po?
Alright, I'll explain. Kasi ito talaga nalilito yung mga tao.
Yeah.
Meron isang kumpanya na
Yan.
tatay, di ba?
Oh.
That's the holding company.
Ayan kaya sabi ko sa inyo Jollibee. Ayan po yung i-explain ko sa inyo sa ilang vlog natin na Jollibee. Meron pong mother company, yung Jollibee. Yun ang Solar Philippines. Etong Jollibee, Solar Philippines na tatay o nanay, pero po siya mga anak. Ito nga po yung Mang Inasal. Ito nga po yung Max. Ito nga po yung mga Greenwich. Yan po yan. Pero, yung mga anak niya yan, same revenue. Ang revenue po usapan, different kinds of brands. Pero ang revenue po, direkto pa rin kay Jollibee. Direkto pa rin sa mother or sa father. Yan po yun. Oh, yun yung ini-explain ko sa inyo. Tuloy mo, Sek Garin.
Like Solar Philippines Holding Company, I think yung pangalan. Now, etong tatay na to, may mga anak yan, 3 anak niya. That's Solar ng Bayan, Solar Philippines, and Solar Philippines New Energy Company.
Oh.
The SPNEC, which is SPNEC, we can start with the easier end. SPNEC is a holder of 3 contracts. And that company, nag-partner dyan yung Meralco Group.
Yeah.
They actually have about almost 90% of the ownership. And,
Yung Meralco.
Yung Meralco. And they're doing very well. Gusto ko tong company na to kasi they're delivering, and they're delivering on time. May mga delays then because of some technical issues, but they're delivering actually 3,500 at some point right now, part pa lang, pero they're on time, they're on track. So ang second is the Solar ng Bayan, which is the holder of the franchise.
Yeah.
Yun yung nakapangalan sa franchise. Ang third is Solar Philippines. I don't know if there's kung iba pa yung mga pangalan, but Solar Philippines is a holder of 42 contracts. So naka-separate siya, pero pareho yung tatay, actually isa lang yung lolo.
Okay.
Same one company owns it, and there's only one single owner of that holding company. Kaya isa lang tao yung may-ari ng lahat na to na companies.
Yung Solar Philippines Holdings Incorporated, sino may-ari po? Bahagi pa rin po ba na may-ari si Leandro Libista?
Single shareholder. Yeah, single shareholder. Well, 99% is Congressman Leo.
Kita mo, siya pa rin. Siya pa rin po ang may-ari. O, shoutout kay Chair, Francis, ayan, Rachel, Ma'am Christina, shoutout Teresa Force, Annalyn, Sister Gandara, shoutout Richie, Teresa Force, shoutout Ben Manahan.
So, may-ari ng SP, yung pinakatatay na kumpanya,
Apa.
si Leandro Libista.
Oh.
Tapos, yung, kasi kanina pinanood ko yung interview niya kay Pinky Web, no? Ang claim niya, dissolve na raw itong solar para ng bayan, para sa bayan. Okay? Tapos, hindi raw siya involved sa day-to-day activities or operations itong SPNEC. I don't know about Solar Philippines. Kasi medyo mahirap kausap si Congressman Libista, no? Parang, kung saan-saan niya dinadala yung usapan, eh. Oh,
Parang may sariling mundo eh. No? Yung itsura ni Lipeste, parang ewan ko, parang may sariling mundo, parang nakakita ng parallel universe eh. Aray ko.
okay. So, for the record, SP Holdings, yung Solar Philippines Holdings, yung mother company or father company, 99% owned by Libiste. How about solar para sa bayan?
100% by the holding company. Diba?
Okay. So, sa kanya rin.
Diretso yan. Technically, if you compute it, it's still 100% his.
Okay. How about yung Solar Philippines, yung inyong
Same.
pinagmulta?
Same.
Ang
Same
pagmamayari ay kay
Holding
Libista.
company, which is 100% din sa kanya. So, isang tao lang yung may-ari ng lahat-lahat talaga.
How about yung SPNEC? Sabi niyo
Yan
90%
yung-
Meralco.
So kinuha, they've been, I don't know the details of the transaction, but as of today, yung pagkakaintindi namin is 11%.
Sabi ni Mami Irene, no? Tiga Saturn. Mami Irene, dinilit mo pa. Basa ko na yun eh.
Anak ka ng po.
Ang solar, and then about 89% I assume as the MGen. We've been checking the GIS, and parang ganun
Din Makaraig, Susan, shoutout.
may lumalabas. I don't know if they updated it recently.
Okay. So ang pinagmulta Solar
Hi,
Philippines.
Ma'am Luisa Macmelon. Shoutout po. Shoutout po. Ingat po. Ayan ingat yun sa mga Bicol. Bumubuga po ang mayon.
Sa pagmamayari ni Leviste. Okay. Yung franchise na ang meron naman yung Solar Philippines, ay Solar para sa Bayan. Ano yung connection nitong hindi pagde-deliver ng deliverables itong Solar Philippines doon po sa prangkisang nakuha ng isang kumpanyang pagmamayari din ng Solar Philippines Holdings?
Yeah. There's actually as to operations and liability, separate sila per company. The thing is the same owner, so there's a question of piercing the veil of corporate but si Solar Philippines in franchise kasi ang issue kasi medyo dalawa yung issue dito, Christian
Ayan.
So, not the fines is on Solar Philippines, which doesn't concern the Solar ng Bayan. Now,
Yes.
Solar ng Bayan, ang concern dyan, as mentioned by Ombudsman Remulla in one of his shows, is a question of divestment.
Ito po ang issue dalawa. Painggan nyo.
Kasi once under the Constitution, sitting official, elected official at that, cannot hold a franchise. That's a violation. There's conflict of interest. Lahat na dapat hindi ka part niyan kasi it's a privileged franchise given by government, most especially by the legislative. So
Alam nyo, parang sabit nga dito si parang sabit po si Ma'am Lauren dito. Sorry kasi anak niya to di ba? Anak niya to nagkaroon sila ng prangkisa indirect or direct or indirect sabit ewan ko lang sa pananaw ko lang sa pananaw ko lang po kasi indirect and direct sa constitution bawal ka anak niya to di ba?
nasa Constitution yan, violation yan. So if he says that it hasn't been, if he sold it or it hasn't, they've abandoned it, then Congress should be informed. Diba? Yun yung I think ang point is dapat tinaalam sa Kongreso kasi binigyan ka nga ng prangkisa tapos wala kang ginawa and then you abandon it. You should tell Congress so Congress can re-evaluate.
Ibig mong sabihin po, yung unang kaso niya dito, hindi ka na Solar ng Bayan, nag-divest ka. Nung nag-divest ka, ba't hindi mo pinaalam sa Congress? Yun binigyan ka ng prangkisa ng gobyerno, nag-congressman ka na, okay lang, mag-divest ka. Pero pag nag-divest ka, kailangan mong ipaalam yon sa Kongreso. Bakit? Under ka ng Kongreso, privilege yung parang lisensya yan ng driver's license yan Hindi ang karapatan, privilege mo yan, privilege yung binigay sa'yo, pinagkatiwala ng gobyerno, gamitin mo ng tama, at ito nga, pinagkatiwala sa yung Solar ng Bayan, ngayon, nag-congressman ka, magdadivest ka. Kasi nga, congressman ka na, masasagasaan mo na yung konstitusyon. Ngayon, hindi niya pinaalam sa Kongreso, basta-basta lang siya, basta-basta niya lang, binaliwala. Delfinas World, shout out. Delusario, Cereza Force, Chanel Paris. Shout out. Annalie.
Somebody.
That's one issue.
Yun dapat yung unang ginawa na may divestment. I hope he can prove that he divested before he sat as congressman kasi it doesn't matter whether you abandon or not pero kung hindi ka nag-divest, the violation talaga ng Constitution. And
Yes.
that's a case that can be evaluated by the Ombudsman. Ang fines naman is on Solar Philippines.
Ayan. Ito na yung 24 billion. Fines. Multa. Bakit?
Has nothing to do with the franchise kasi sineperate nila So, ang possible na liable down would be Solar Philippines or probably the holding company or probably the ultimate owner.
Dito. Pero how about yung transfer, yung prangkisa na iba yung gumagamit ngayon? Can you explain that?
Di ko alam kung iba na ba yung gumagamit nun. I'm not sure if, I haven't watched any of the interviews.
Is it not the case? Walang ibang gumagamit ng prangkisa na yun?
Actually, my impression is nobody's using it. They haven't done anything with the franchise.
Okay, so kung yun ang realidad, basically, bakit pa siya kumuha ng prangkisa?
Exactly. No? Sayang, di ba? Sayang. It's really a good franchise. It identifies the areas
Yan.
where yung
Kita mo ayan ang tanong Hindi mo pala ginagamit. Ba't mo kukuha ka ng prangkisa? Kayo nga sumagot niyan. Di ba? Bakit ka kumuha ng prangkisa? Hindi mo naman pala gagamitin. Kasi nga, parang paaralan yan Di ba? Bakit? Tapos ka na sa school. Ba't mag-aano ka pa sa Harvard? Di ba? Kasi nga, ginamit niya ang gobyerno bilang credentials. Nakuha niya yan, kaya wala siyang ginawa dyan, mautak tong batang to. Ginamit niya ang gobyerno bilang stepping stone na nasa akin ang kontrata ng buong gobyerno ng solar sa Pilipinas. Siyempre, ang mga private sector, mapapawaw. Wow! Aray ko! Oh, unang-una, may Delfina's World, thank you. Unang-una, ang background mo, may kontrata ka at prangkisa sa gobyerno, number 1. Oh. Magugulat yung mga investor, mapapawaw sa'yo. Maiisip ng mga investor, malaki ang kapasidad. Malaki ang market nito. Nakuha ng gobyerno eh. Kasi pag ano ka sa gobyerno, kailangan malaki din ang capacity mo. Malaki ang ibubuga mo. Hindi ka basta-basta kinukuha ng gobyerno eh. Kaya sa bawat kontrata ng gobyerno, kaya nga dito sa flood control, meron silang AAA, AA, sa mga kontraktor. Doon nila sineseparate, sinesegregate yan. Parang ganito rin. Ginamit ni Libis ito na siya ay may kontrata ng gobyerno, kaya ginawa niyang advantage yun para makakuha ng mga private sector. Kinuha niya yung advantage. Kasi makakapagtataka ka eh. Wala siyang ginawa sa solar ng bayan. So, kung wala siyang ginawa, ano lang ginawa niya? Kinuha niya lang yon as credentials. As gagamitin niya sa ibang paraan. At yun na nga nangyari. Ginamit niya po ito para sa mga private sector. Magaling.
To build microgrid for far-flung areas. That's a project with a heart, no? Napakalaking impact nun sa mga far-flung communities
Ito
natin,
mo.
but nothing's been done eh. So,
Okay mo? Napakalaking impact, sabi ni Secretary Garin. Kasi po, hindi. Sabi niya, why did DOE awarded? Hindi po siya nag-award, hindi po ang DOE. Si Duterte. Si Duterte po ang nag-award nito, the Lone Star. Si Duterte po ang nagbigay nito. Binigay kay Lepes itong 25 years contract. O ngayon, anong ginawa? Walang ginawa. Aray ko.
others cannot do it because may franchise na naka-include doon ang area. So sayang talaga.